Breaker Brook 23. So we're going to take a look at a project that I'm going to get started on, and I'm going to finally put my tower up. We've been at our new house for a little over 4 months now, and it's time to get the tower up. So when we bought the house, my wife and we took some of our tomatoes that we transplanted. Well, we had them at our old place where we were staying. We transplanted them over here. We kind of used this little makeshift garden that was already here. But I'm going to put my tower right there. So I got to dig a hole. The base is going to be right there. She's going to go up here. All right. So we wanted to wait till we harvested all these vegetables. And then this is kind of interesting. Yes, there's a pumpkin in my tower. So what she did is she planted a pumpkin plant over in that hole over there, and it kind of snaked its way around. I had the tower up here on these railroad ties to kind of keep it up off the ground for the summer, and it snaked its way through here. We had a little bitty pumpkin starting up in there, and I kept telling my wife, I says, you're gonna have to yard that thing out of there, it's gonna get stuck. And yeah, it's stuck. So anyway, she asked me, how am I gonna get that pumpkin out of the tower? I says, well, we're gonna have to cut the pumpkin. She says, well, can't you cut the tower? No. Okay, so this is an old Channel Master tower, and I bought this from my buddy Kenny, White Lightning, back in the early 90s, like 91-ish, 92-ish. And it's a light-duty TV antenna tower. It was old when I got it, but it worked flawless. It's 20 foot from end to end. The center section that cranks up, it just has one center section that cranks up. That is 17 feet long. However, at the 3 foot mark right there, it stops. So it's 34 foot fully cranked up. And I am going to take this old CDE2 rotor that I have. I've had this since 82. It's worked flawless. And I'm going to put that back down here. And back in the 90s, I had actually a little rotor plate that I made to go in there, so I'm going to have to fabricate a new one. I'm going to put the rotor down in here. It's going to go through the top here, a little thrust bearing I'm going to put in there. I'm going to use a 13-foot piece of pipe that's going to go up there, and so when it's all said and done, the boom will be the boom of my beam will be about 10 foot above the tower, which gives me a total height of 44 feet overall. Hi, Taco. Hey, Taco. Taco, what you doing? She's my mascot. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. Here's the crank up assembly right here. Okay, and that cable is original cable, so I may or may not do something with that, but it's steel cable. It should be just fine. What I used here is I used some angle iron. I believe that was 3 by 3 angle iron, and I had a piece of this over there as well. And what I would do is I would take the bolt out of this end, and then I could crank it down. You guys have probably seen that in some of my older videos, but yeah, it's gonna work out. So the tower's got a little crookedness to it, but it's always been like that since the day I've owned it, and it works just fine. So anyway, that's the game plan. Get that hole dug. The tower will stick approximately 2 feet above the roof line when it's cranked all the way down, and that'll be good. We get really gnarly winds here in Salt Lake City. We get these big nasty canyon winds, and so this time I'm going to fashion some sort of a brace that comes out of the eave of the house to wrap around the tower, so it'll stop it from moving, just in case. All of the years I've owned this tower, it's always been a freestanding tower, but I don't think I'm going to chance it here in this particular installation. So I've got the 5-element long john up there in the rafters, still looking good. Gonna grab a new chunk of coax, and we'll get that sucker up on the air. So the target is, my game plan is to have it up by 1st of November. All right, so I'll keep you guys posted on how this little project goes. All right, thanks for watching.